Hello, teacher. Well, today's topic is a very fascinating topic. It's fascinating in the way that reading, listening, and viewing are not just skills. We're talking about the big process and complex process behind them. For example, behind reading, it's not just read by read. All right. Yes, we have some complex processes. For example, decoding a single word meaning and decoding the complete understanding, the complete text. Also, we have, for example, when I read a text, I don't need to go every time to look at the dictionary for the meaning of the word, because I use a strategy in which I look at the context of a sentence to try to figure out the meaning of the word. And I can say that about 75 or 80% of the times the meaning is accurate. So then we have the listening skills. Behind this, we have to take into account, for example, intonation, rhythm, the situations in which a conversation is going on. For example, to do an interpretation based on our cultural background or in the context in which a conversation is going on. For example, to understand emotions, if the happiness in a person, if the person is sad, or if there is irony or sarcasm in a conversation, to differentiate between informal and formal situations. For example, job interviews, informal conversation with a friend. And we have also the viewing skills, the visual competence, in which it's not just perceiving a picture. For example, here we have in this, I can say that here we have a star, or here we have numbers. But if I would like to be competent, visual competent, I must realize that here we have, for example, the environment, here we have some text, here we have numbers, forms, colors. There are many things to take into account, alright? And then we have, for example, the combination of the three of them. For example, we have the viewing and reading. We have comics, we have novels, in which we have text input, and then we have some pictures which can create a better understanding of the topic, of the text, of the story. Then one example I would like to give is, for example, the YouTube videos, in which I can say that we can appreciate the three of them in a kind of combination. For example, we have an educational video in which we have text, we have the reading input, then we have some pictures, some diagrams in which we have the visual input, and then we have some times in which the speaker is talking or is explaining, giving main points, main ideas about the topic. Then we have the listening input. So for that reason, it's important to realize that we are not talking about just skills. There's a big process behind them. There's a big process. There are many sub-competence behind these three big competence. So I'm sorry because of the length of the video, because this topic is fascinating. There are many things that I would like to talk about, but the time is gone. So thank you very much, teacher.